Hello there everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lydia's Crafty Corner with me, Lydia. So today we are going to be ink blending on some beautiful 3D embossed die cuts. So first up, I'm going to be taking the Sunshine Blossoms 3D embossing folder, and I'm also going to be taking the Courageous You die. So this is going to work to kind of cut out the die cuts before I emboss them. If you emboss them first, then die cut them, you will also need to emboss them again. So this is going to kind of get rid of that kind of step there. So I've just taken some white cardstock and I've used the Courageous You die set to cut out a image. I can then place this into position into the Sunshine Blossoms embossing folder. I'm just moving that around till I have that really thin border around the outside edge of the image, and I can see that directly through the embossing folder. So I'm just going to run that through my die cutting machine, and I have done that a further 2 times. So I have 3 of these beautiful embossed die cut pieces, and you can just use them exactly as they are if you wanted to. So for the first card, I am going to kind of go for a more kind of tropical look. I'm going to go over the whole of the flowers using some of the Sunray ink, and I've also added it to the leaves as well. So I am going to be using 2 of these beautiful die cuts for the first card. So I'm just going to do exactly the same as I did for the first one. So I'm just using a small blending tool to add that Sunray ink all the way over the image. Once that's done, I'm then going to take a little bit of the pink pill, and I'm just going to kind of randomly add this to the flowers that we have, just not on the leaves, just the flowers this time around. As you can see, I am adding more of that kind of yellow color to blend it out, so we're going to get these beautiful pinks, peaches and apricot colors. So once that's done, I'm then just going to add some green to the leaves. This one is the Firefly, and I'm just adding that using one of the mini blending tools from Altenew, just adding a base for the leaves down there. Once that has been done, I can add in the flower centers. I'm just going to use Snapdragon and then a little touch of Marigold for this. I am using some of the detailed blending tools just to kind of add in those little flower centers exactly where I want them. Just going to kind of darken that up just directly in the center with the Marigold. Once that has been done, I'm then going to take the Courageous You simple coloring stencil, and this is going to allow us to add a layer to both of those flowers and also kind of mask off those leaves as well. So this time around, I am going to be using the Chamomile and also the Coral Bliss ink. So I'm adding the yellow down first, which is the Chamomile, and then also adding a touch of that beautiful Coral Bliss color. So I'm just going to add those into place and add that second layer onto both of those images. Once that has been done, I can then add a darker color to the leaves. So I'm just going to pop the leaves into place, and I'm going to use the grass field ink just to add in kind of the base of those leaves to give us that beautiful gradient effect that we can see here. I am using the mini blending tool, but you could use whichever blending tool that you find works best for you. So once I have my beautiful images, I'm then going to go ahead and pop these onto a navy card panel. I just wanted these to kind of pop a little bit more, and the dark cardstock at the background really does help with this. As you can see, I'm using little points of the other die cut just to kind of fill that card in. Just to add a little bit more interest, I am going to add a little bit of splatter using the Antique Gold ink spray from Altenew. So once that's done, I'm just going to move that over to the side to dry and then work on another card. I have another one of the 3D die cuts, and this time I'm going to add some rainbow. So I'm not adding a base layer to this. I am just going to use the Courageous You simple coloring stencil. So just pop that into place onto that top flower that we have there, and I am going to be using pastel kind of ink colors for this. So I've started off with the pink pill. I then went into Sunray and Chamomile. I then added the leaf into place. I added some chamomile to the top of that, and then some of that really cute Firefly ink there just at the bottom of the leaf. So we're kind of going in our rainbow shades all the way down. I then popped in the second flower, used Firefly at the top, then some of the Volcano Lake, some of the eastern sky and then moved into the little leaves. So for the leaves, I am using the eastern sky and also some Hydrangea ink to keep that beautiful rainbow effect going on. So once that's done, I can then add this into place onto a card base. Now I haven't adhered this down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these sentiments from the Courageous You stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp this into place using some obsidian ink, and that's going to really kind of pop where everything else is beautifully pastel. That's really going to make a statement there. So once I have all of the foam tape on the back, I'm then going to add that onto place onto the card panel and then remove any of the overhang pieces. It's easier if you do it from the behind. So for the sentiment on this other card, I am going to be stamping that onto some navy cardstock. I've just used some embossing ink, and I am using a sentiment from the Courageous You stamp set as well. And I'm just going to heat set that using some pure white embossing powder. Once I've cut that into a little strip, I can add a little bit of foam tape behind there just for a little bit of added dimension, and then pop that into place. So here are the cards complete. I really do love how pretty they both are, yet they're both very different from each other as well. So I really do hope that you've enjoyed the video and that you like the cards as well. If you do create a card that was inspired by this, it'd be great if you do share, because we'd love to see. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye. Hello there, crafty friend, Lydia here. Just popping in to say that you can get your daily dose of crafting tips, techniques and tutorials just like this by subscribing to the Altenew YouTube channel. All you need to do is click on that little bell up there and you will never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.